There we go. Hey everyone, welcome back to the DLC podcast. We're talking games, movies, all things in between. I'm Isaac. That's Jacob over there.
What's up, people?
Below me is Juicy J. And on this side, at this little angle here, is Mr. Whip, also known as Brent.
What's going on? Thanks for
Also
having me.
known
I've missed you
as His
guys.
Highness.
It's been a minute, dude. It's been a long time.
It's been a
Yeah.
while.
Especially
all the channels.
you, Jacob. It's been a long time since I've
Yeah.
actually seen you on any video. So it's good to
Life gets
Yeah.
busy, man.
Yeah,
It
I feel
does.
it.
Busy.
But so this is a topic that me and my buddy Chano did many moons ago. Like maybe at this point almost 3 years ago. But I wanted to
Yeah.
revisit it because we have some new people and I played more games since then.
Since
and
then,
you know, things change, life changes, right?
Mhm,
And
mhm.
that topic is what's one game, not series, franchise, not just one game you would like to replay for the very first time. It's very hard for a lot of us because we all have a lot of 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E. We have a lot of those. There's nothing wrong with that. But there is a reason why that 1A is 1A and not 1B. So that
Mhm.
being said, Whip, what's your game?
I'm gonna have to go with Persona 5 Royal.
I
Royal
called it.
specifically.
Nice.
I know like it's no secret that I love the Persona series. I mean, I've got $1,000 worth of Persona memorabilia behind me, and but there's something about the Royal version that really it hit me. It, like at the end of the game when I finally finished it, I was like, okay, um, I, for the lack of a better term, it left me feeling dead inside, like in a good way. Like at the end of it, I was like, okay, well, what do I do with my life now?
What
Now
comes
that
next?
yeah, it's just like because the the ending of the game presents the player with a very really like sort of like this really sort of like existential question of do you live in a reality where everything is good and you're always happy, but you don't know that you live in that reality? Or and basically your reality is being controlled to the point where like everything's good and you're happy all the time. Or do you live like in the real world where you're in control of your destiny, but you're going to encounter some pain along the way? And it was just like, man, like, whew. And then of course, just like, everything leading up to it and all this other stuff. It was fantastic. And yeah, if I could,
So is this the original Persona 5 or is this the
No, go
This
to
is-
the
no,
the extended?
yeah, Royal is the extended
or
version.
Royal,
Okay.
my bad, sorry. It's Persona
Complete
4.
edition, if you will. Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
Yeah. So
And if I recall, they added some quality of life features, right? Like, didn't they add some voiceover with some characters that we don't have to read as much? Or is that just
They-
Persona 4 Gold?
so some of the stuff that they did in Persona 5 Royal was one, you're allowed to Morgana doesn't make you go to bed as often. You have a little bit more freedom to do more activities at night. Maybe not necessarily go out, but do stuff within LeBlanc, as opposed to Morgana just going go to bed. So it allows you to do like homework and clean up and do these other things that will build up your stats. So it adds
So-
like features that.
So you played Persona 4 Golden, right?
Yeah.
So like I told you, I'm
That's
playing
my
through-
1B.
That's your 1B.
That's my 1B.
I'm playing. I'm playing through it still by piece by piece because it's such a huge game. And
Yeah.
I just had to ask because like I never played original Persona 4, and what you're saying now, how like you're able to stay up later, and do what you have to do, whether it's for instance, making letters, reading a book, studying, things like that. Was that already included in 4, or was that added too?
I have never played the original Persona 4.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I mean, you failed me, but it's all good.
I mean, what I do know is Marie is Golden exclusive.
Okay.
Yeah, so Marie is Golden exclusive. They changed Chie's voice actress for Golden because the original voice actress retired. So they changed Chie. I think Teddy's voice actor was changed as well for Golden.
I'm gonna fight Teddy.
They added some more personas and things like that, but I don't know about any sort of like quality of life gameplay changes. I'd have to look it up.
Okay, then. All right, so Mr. Brent chooses Persona 5 Royal. A little fun fact: for the longest time, I thought the Persona games were fighting games. I don't know how that happened.
There's Persona 4 Arena.
Yeah,
That's probably what it
I
was
think
then.
there is one that's a
Okay, so
fighting
maybe I
game, right?
wasn't tripping. But all right, Jacob, what's
Mine.
yours?
Okay. What is mine?
Are you shuffling cards?
I actually took one out of the sleeve and it was double sleeved, and now I'm trying to put it back in. But it's coming. It's like it's getting all wonky. I'm mad at myself for it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of proud of myself at how I was able to like realize you're playing with cards just by how you were moving your shoulders.
But I wasn't shuffling.
You weren't,
Isaac.
but you're messing with
Yeah,
the cards.
you didn't say player. You said shuffling.
You're right.
You
know
did
what?
say shuffling,
You
so you
failed me.
failed.
I
You
failed.
failed.
Me and Brent are failures. Continue.
Aw.
Okay. So I had a long list, just like I'm sure all of y'all had. And I was gonna go with one that we talked about recently.
I already know what that is, but nope.
What is it, Isaac? What is it?
Medicatos.
That's right. I was gonna go with that one. And I was like, no, because the Dot Hack series was like very memorable for me.
Oh, we're not doing
And
series.
Fine, even the first game, the
Okay.
first one.
Okay, but you had to change it. You also failed. What is this podcast
No,
of failures
no.
today?
My
It really
thing is,
is.
it's not even Dot Hack. It's not even Dot Hack.
Oh, okay.
That's not even my. That's not even my pick. That was gonna be my second pick. But then I thought, what game in my entire life
I think I know what it is.
that had so much fun that I would love to relive this?
I have two ideas.
Okay, go for it.
Either Super Metroid or Smash Melee.
Super Metroid.
Okay.
Mhm.
Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo. Because I was thinking, like, even on the way home, I was thinking, like, I'm gonna go Dot Hack, and I was like, Dot Hack was fun, but I spent hours playing Super Metroid and replaying it over and over and over again, and it just has so much, like, I don't know, like, influence in my childhood. Like, that got me into enjoying gaming, like really enjoying gaming and enjoying like I guess story. Because some of the first games were like Mario, which I mean, Mario doesn't really have a storyline to it.
What?
I mean, it kind of does. It really doesn't. Like,
It's
you're just
very a
like,
deep story, bro. You just gotta pay
it's
attention
really
to it.
not.
And
It's
you gotta pick up
really
the
not.
items and read the description.
The original Dark Souls, Super Mario Bros.
Super Mario Brothers. And then I was like Killer Instinct, but that was like fighting games. And then Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter is like, I mean, Super Metroid's kind of like what like led me into wanting to play more story-based games. And just how the music, how good that is, and how much that impacted like what I like to listen to. So to me, Super Metroid is my pick. If I was to relive anything, it would be that.
Respect it. Especially the nostalgic feel of being back at Rolito and Rolitas after going to church from
Mhm.
Saturday night, staying up late. Brent,
And
you
then
ever played
trying
Super
to-
Metroid?
Just I've played a few Metroid games, but not Super Metroid. Like my favorite Metroid game is Metroid Fusion for the Game Boy Advance. Back
Oh,
in the
that's
day.
good.
Metroid Fusion was
Metroid
like,
Fusion, baby.
Metroid Fusion is
Like-
one of the best Game Boy Advance games out there.
I would say if you like Metroid Fusion, you'll like Super Metroid.
Yeah. I played Metroid Dread. I didn't like it too much. It was too frustrating. Those
Okay, that makes
Emmys,
sense.
man. Those Emmys they just got
I-
like,
I love the Emmys.
oh man.
I
But
haven't
no,
played it yet. I need to play it.
Metroid Fusion was my favorite, and I'm hoping that one day Nintendo's just like, yeah, we're gonna remake Metroid Fusion, and I'm like, yes.
Well, I mean, the game looks
Yep.
beautiful as it is, and they just put it on
I thought it was
the
coming on the
expansion.
Switch.
Well, it's coming out as an
Yeah,
expansion.
it's on the new
The Game Boy Advance.
emulator on
Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And
Mhm.
I've been playing through Metroid 2 to see the difference between that one and what I'm playing, and yeah, no, I can't. I got like 2 hours in, I'm like I can't do it. I mean, it's not
Right?
bad. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I told you, it's
I'm,
a grind. Like
yeah,
Isaac brought this up to me, and I saw that he was playing Metroid 2, and I was like, okay, you better play in color. Because you
I
play it in the original black and white. That game was so like I beat the game not knowing I beat the game.
there you go.
Because I didn't know
Well,
where everything looked the same. And I
yeah.
remember on the way to church, I'm just driving and I'm just playing, just trying to find a new area that I haven't been to because it felt like I was just circling around. And then I get to the final boss, I beat it, and then I send the game. I'm just like, oh, wow.
oops.
Well,
Yeah.
I could attest to my brother. He grinded that game a lot. He went through so many AA batteries. So credit to
Because
him.
you kept getting lost.
Exactly.
Everything looked the same.
Jacob has a lot of moments where he likes to like dictate as his one gaming moment. Personally, I feel like that would be it. But I mean, I remember when he was so happy when he beat Blaine on Pokemon Stadium. Like,
Hey.
and then
That was crazy.
he beat him, and then the 64 froze, so it didn't count.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was hilarious.
Speaking of freezing, I was playing Fear last night, streaming it. Guys, if you haven't checked it out, go check our streams. And beat the chapter just for it to be like, you're offline and shoot me back to my last checkpoint.
It
So now,
happens. But
it
anyways,
happens.
Juicy J, the vague prophet, the sexy of the sexy. What
What
game,
is
bud?
up, everyone? So just like everybody else,
No gang
like
signs, please, Jeremiah.
Yeah, no gang signs.
oh,
I'm just kidding. I love peace. I'll be
well,
out of
anyways,
job
like
of peace.
my apologies. No, so admittedly, I failed well before this because I was definitely still thought it was a series, and so he said, "Is like, of course no series." Yeah, I'll tell everybody. I was like, "Oh, damn!" Like, so we're all just a bunch of failures together, you know.
We are.
Um,
We're a family.
Yeah, I thought through a lot of games. You know, I've got my 1A or one Bs and A's and stuff like that, but there's one that stands out above all, and that is Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. The first time I played that game, and you have to
Is
understand,
that the
and
one
I, and
on
I told the
the
story to my
real
kid.
quick? Is that the
Hmm?
one that's on the PSP?
Yes.
Okay, just up checking.
Because, you know, I love the PSP. One of the greatest
It's
handheld inventions of all
I
time.
personally I think
Definitely
it's like
ahead of
one
its time for everything it was doing.
for me.
Yeah.
It's top 3 in consoles.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah. I
honest.
mean, golly.
Yeah.
I mean,
I miss my
no
PSP.
no joke. Sony goes back to handheld, pulls like some PSP V2.
Bro, I
I'm
miss
there.
playing
I'm there.
Nintendo games on my PSP.
Custom firmware on it. But
Yeah.
no,
First
so
Switch.
Freedom Unite. I have to actually give it a little bit of a groundwork though. So I have a brother, and y'all know this, and I don't mind saying like he's autistic. He's great though. He's amazing, Michael. I love you. You
Shout
know,
out to Michael.
and this
Michael, what's up, man?
Michael, when he plays games, he literally like acts out like he just like he'll read whatever his character's supposed to be saying and he gets into it. I remember one Christmas, and this actually wasn't too long ago, 2014 or 15, when Sun and Moon was out. He's sitting there laying on the couch. I'm just kind of chilling there. He's playing his game, and he's like, Young Goose, I choose you. And he throws him out, and he says it, and he has a hat on, and he's like, Young Goose, you did great. Pull it back. Throwing out, Eradicate. And I'm just sitting here like, man, I was like, that's cool. That's cute. I was like,
He's
he's
getting his
having
money's
more
worth.
fun than I will ever have with games. He is having so much fun right now, not only playing the game, but immersing in it. And so when we started talking about this, I mean, honestly, it wasn't hard to narrow it down. It's like, what's the game that when I played it, I felt like immersed. I was very into it. I had such a good time. I didn't mind where I was playing it. I didn't mind what I was doing at the time. I'd take it to work on breaks, to college. I'd go everywhere with it, right? And I'd play it. And I loved it. And I loved looking up the lore. I loved figuring everything out about it. Every piece that I put 818 hours into that game, still clocked on an SD card over here for the PSP. That's Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. It was such a good game. I felt like I broke limits as a gamer in that. When you see like, hey, I'm using a great sword, like a sharp weapon, versus this monster made of a mountainside, then obviously I shouldn't be able to beat it. Yet I took 45 minutes and chipped away at it just to do it. Fought a flying monster I shouldn't have been able to take down. I was literally told by people in my group, bro, you're not going to be able to beat the monster. It has too much health. You got to use either ranged or a faster weapon. When it drops down, the great sword can't do it. 49 minutes, 48 seconds. The first time I beat it, because you get 50 minutes in each mission. I invested so much into doing good and being good at that game that every installment after it, I'm always a veteran OG. And if you see the live streams, you see me just dancing through monsters. Like that's my game. Like overall, from the music, the Tokyo Philharmonic is fantastic. It's an amazing series. Uh, I still feel it shined the best on the PSP, but I respect that Nintendo picked it back up. Someone picked it back up to keep it going so that we get World today. But it would start with Freedom Unite.
You know what I like
And
about the
I
PSP?
think that if anyone wants a chance, you should go and play it. I know that they have emulators. I'm not going to necessarily promote that, but it's there if you ever
Hey,
find it.
we recommend you playing it by any means necessary.
By
Within
any means that
within
I'm gonna
within
any
the
means necessary.
legal boundaries. All right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Legal.
So bro, I'm just saying, like, and honestly, anybody in the comments wants to hit up and be like, yeah, I want to jump into the game. You let me know, and we'll find a legal way to play this together. So
Always. And
I,
just to ask real quick because oh wait, Brent, were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say it's like 800 hours into a single game. I thought I was crazy for logging 300 in Persona 5 Vanilla.
bro, there was so much content in that PSP game, so much to do, and then you get friends that jump in. It's like they need this and that and everything else, and like unlocking like the Elder Dragons, going through G rank. It was a huge hurdle to go over. And then like getting so good you could do it with only 2 hunters when you're fighting something that's supposed to take a minimum of 6, but you only get 4. And then like finally being able to solo these monsters, like it's just this amazing trip. And I mean, it's got its bugs compared to games nowadays. It's obviously going to have its janky moments,
I
its
mean,
interesting things.
to be
But I
honest,
would
games nowadays
argue that.
have more bugs.
Well, I'm saying like just like kind of like Jake, like I can't believe monsters did that. Like if a monster adds back to you, it had to look 9 degrees
Yeah.
and then look at you.
Yeah.
It was
So
the funny things. Also, for some reason, your character did not know that he could move and eat at the same time. If you eat anything, he goes, "Oh, that was good," and he just like for like 5 seconds flexing in front of this monster, like. And so I love that game though, and I feel like it's what made me not only just a good like Monster Hunter player, but just gamer in general. Like you had to figure everything out. You had to track monsters. You had to find their weaknesses. You had to find ways to kind of deal with them. Like Rathalos, for instance, one of the flagship monsters, flies in the air the whole time. Most weapons can't hit it. So you've got to have this whole setup and groove to get it out of the air so you can fight it. And like you have to paintball it and make sure to track it. You need to know where it starts, where it might go. If you're sometimes the monster will fly into the air to leave and your paintball wears off. It's like, I have no idea where it's going. You better follow the shadow and then just kind of in your head look at the map like he probably went here, and you have to go find him and hope to goodness that you find him within like 2 minutes, because if you don't, you're gonna stumble across him and he's leaving to another area. It taught you how to hunt. It was I mean not like really hunt, but it's like it had a lot of good aspects to it that a lot of people wouldn't have the gumption for nowadays. So, but I'm just repeating. It's a great series. I would love to go through it again and put the same amount of hours into it.
I just want to
So,
say if 800 hours seemed like a lot to you, Brent. So there was a time where I was a Madden addict,
Oh God.
and I only played Overwatch and Madden because I was very competitive. And if Overwatch made me mad, I went to Madden. Madden made me mad, I went back to Overwatch. That lasted for a year, and Madden comes out every year.
Yeah.
So in Madden 2015, 16.
No, is it?
Was it 16? It was when Overwatch came out. That year when Overwatch came out, it was that Madden. I had over 1,000 hours into that, and
Oh
close
my
and close to 800 hours on Overwatch because
So I'm actually a humble brag here. I'm going to cut in. A humble brag here is I got into the Monster Hunter game late when my friends were already on G rank, and so I had to go in, but they still needed stuff, and so I clocked in that many hours while also playing a Japanese version of the game as well that I clocked about 400 something hours on. And it's funny because I actually pulled all my stuff together, guys. Grand total 4,500 hours into all Monster Hunters, and that includes 3 iterations of World that I've helped people on PlayStation,
hey,
Xbox, and now I'm playing PC.
I mean that's
So by the
great,
way,
bro.
tell Casey, Brent, that I miss him, and I would like for him to come back. Like,
All
You
right.
scared him
Well,
off.
well, one thing I want to say about Monster Hunter. So my cousin Angel, he's big into Monster Hunter. He's played it. He started on the 3DS. I think it was on the 3DS.
so either Tri Ultimate or 4 Ultimate
Yeah. So
or
he's,
Generations.
so he started on there because his coworkers played it. So they would all get online and play. And then he went from there to
Oh,
where.
that's 4. He jumped in at 4 Ultimate.
Yeah. So. Oh, okay. So from there,
That's all right, but you said online,
the
the first one to have online capabilities
yeah.
and what the ad hoc was. Yeah.
So he played from there till now, and he tried to get me into Monster Hunter World, and he had a dirty trick to do so. Because he was like, Isaac, you want to play Monster Hunter? I'm like, no, I don't want to grind. It's too much grinding. Is there an end game? Well, yeah, the end game, you kill the big monsters, you get good equipment, and you get more equipment. I'm like, it's not my cup of tea. They have a Leon Kennedy skin. Where do I download the game?
They do. They do have a Leon skin. I got
Like,
that on World.
and then I saw someone walk around with the Mega Man, an 8-bit Mega Man hat, and I was like, I want it. And then,
Mhm.
and then he told me you can't get that. You missed the event, and I'm like, okay, I understood it. But
No, like a last little aside. I'm playing Rise. Of course, people know that I've streamed it and stuff. I just found out there's a Rush skin for your dog. Makes it look like Mega Man's dog. I was like,
That's
no
sick.
That's
freaking way.
cool.
That's
That's
sick.
sick. There's also I just unlocked an armor that makes you look like Arthur from the was it
Ghouls and Ghosts.
Ghosts and Yeah, Ghouls and Ghosts.
That's
Uh,
cool.
it looks dope, and
Was
it
it Ghosts
looks
and
like him,
Goblins?
like back.
Ghosts and
Huh?
Goblins, I
It's
think.
Ghosts and Goblins.
Ghosts and Goblins. There we go. And there's actually a lot of collabs they do. We're all waiting for Sunbreak,
I
so
mean,
so much
I mean,
more. But
it's
that's it,
Capcom.
man. I've taken a lot of time on it, bro. It's such a good game series, guys. I suggest checking out any of them except for
There you go.
Generations.
There you go.
Mhm.
So
All right. So for me, if you want to know what my first pick was, go back and look it up, man, because I don't remember. Actually, I think I do remember, but I'm not gonna say it again. So
Spider-Man 2.
no.
Okay.
Jacob, I guessed yours. I want to see if you can guess mine. I don't think you can.
Okay.
I think when I
Okay.
tell you mine, you're gonna be like, no.
Have I played it?
Yes.
that's fair.
You were hesitant. Did I play it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I mean, I kind
Kingdom
of
Hearts
worked
2.
my way up. Like, I eliminated Dot Hack and, like, Bankato's. You gotta give me something to work with.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna
Kingdom
have
Hearts
to.
2.
I'm just
I'm
gonna have to
saying it,
say
Kingdom Hearts
guesses.
2.
Okay, I'm gonna say Mega Man X.
That's my favorite game of all time, but no.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Game that you had to relive.
I'll give you a hint, but I'm sure it's gonna give it to you right off the bat.
Give it the genre.
No.
Give it
No.
the
No. No.
genre.
No.
No,
No.
the
No.
genre
Only
will
the
give
genre.
it to him.
How old is the game?
Okay,
Child.
it's part of a
Child.
franchise. It's part of a franchise.
No, but the game. But your game.
My one
Remember,
game. Okay,
you
yeah,
can
no,
only
no,
pick
I know,
one.
I know,
Not
but
franchise.
no,
Isaac, not franchise.
but because you're saying how old the
Isaac
game
failed.
is. I was like, how the game. I mean, it's a friend.
But the game you're speaking
Like, yeah,
of.
the game I'm
Is
speaking
it,
of, it came out in.
no, no, you don't have to. Like, is it childhood? Is it like
Well, I was in sixth
middle
grade,
school?
so I guess
You're in
middle.
sixth grade, middle school.
It's a franchise.
Okay.
Final Fantasy
So
Tactics Advance.
no, it would have to be
Great game.
middle school.
Let me
Super
double check
Nintendo or place or no, it could be Sonic Battle Adventure 2.
That's a good guess, but no.
No? Oh,
No.
dang.
No, I'm sorry. I was in seventh grade.
Not
That's
Sonic
Arby's
Federal
Mansion
Liberty.
3. Ken's got game.
All right, one more guess, then I'll say it.
Okay,
Or
hold
or
on.
I'll drop the
But-
hint to where you'll know what it is right off the bat.
But I played it.
You played it.
Proud.
I didn't say you liked it, but you played it.
Oh, okay. I didn't like. You got a better memory than me too. That's not. It's not good. My memory's terrible.
Did you get
I
old, man?
Army of Two.
No, you like
No, I
Army
didn't
of
think
Two.
it- No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? I didn't even know you.
You
played
always
it.
say I
Army
did, but I
Man?
don't.
Army Man? Is it Army Man?
No, I. You're close,
That was
but
a
no.
good guess too.
You're close, but no cigar.
All right,
So
what is it?
my game that I would like to replay for the very first time, just because this game I earned it. I earned it. It was this it came with like I got the console and then the game a week later because my older brother bought it for me because he was like, Isaac, you've never had AV
Halo.
on
Halo.
close. He was like, you never had AV on roll, never. So just one time, get it, and I'll get you a Halo 3 Special Edition 360. And you know what I did? I got straight
Modern
A's.
Warfare 2.
I got
Modern
straight
Warfare
A's.
2.
And then I was
Modern
playing the
Warfare
demos
2.
on there because I didn't have the game. And then finally, a week later, my dad got his paycheck and he was like, all right, son, you got straight A's. I'm going to buy you a game. I was like, well, what other game do I need to get when I have a Halo 3 Special Edition
Oh, Halo
360?
3?
Halo 3?
Gears 2.
Okay.
No.
I said Halo. I
That
mean, Halo 3.
It's not the same.
It's the
But mine is Halo
franchise.
3. Mine is Halo
Halo
3.
3.
And the reason why I chose Halo 3, because like I said, I earned it, so it felt satisfying that, I did that. And at the same time, I love the Halo franchise. But what made Halo 3 awesome was the fact that, okay, so it's a AI co-op game. You have Arbiter, but Arbiter's freaking awesome. The map layout, I know some people may hate on it. I thought the maps were phenomenal. And
Forge? Like
no,
anybody hating on that-
not online. I'm talking about strictly campaign.
Okay. I was
Strictly campaign. I know some people had some gripes about it, and they put Halo 2 above it. But for me, Halo 3 was peak Halo. It had the music, it had the scenes, it had the best missions in my opinion, and it had like the power ups, the enemies, the weapons. Like, it was just, dude, I remember beating that game and going back and replaying it just because it was so much fun.
Isaac
And-
was right though. I have played it and I did not like it. I hated Halo.
boy.
I hate it. Well, at that time I didn't like shooters, and when we would go visit some of my brother's classmates, they would play Halo,
Shout out to
and
classmates.
I'll be the handicap.
Halo 2 was fun split screen, but we're not talking about
Like when we were playing 2v2, I would be the handicap. Like if someone was too good, I had to be on their team.
I'm with you,
the
Isaac.
handicap
Halo 3 was
or the
awesome.
bait?
Halo 3 was
Because
awesome.
that's a
Thank you.
necessary role.
Huh? It
For
is.
what?
I said, were you the handicap or were you the bait? Because that's a necessary role.
A little
if you're
bit of both,
sniper.
a little bit of
Like,
both.
I was the handicap because like he would try to tell me, all right, just stay here, and I still find a way to f things up.
Hey, it was all in good fun. But what Halo 3 did for me, right? So Halo Reach is a phenomenal game. I will not discredit that. And I know people put Reach over Halo 3 because the story and the characters, and I get it. But why, for me, Halo 3 is the best, in my opinion, is because outside of Reach or ODST, for the most part, that was peak Halo. It went all downhill from there, right? So just Halo 4 and 5 got ruined for me because just the last mission alone of Halo 3, where you're on the Warthog, Arbiter's on the back shooting on the Gatling gun, and the whole place is blowing up, and you're just driving through the flood,
The
trying to
Warhog, the Puma,
the Puma,
yeah, the
the
Puma.
Puma.
and then like you have pieces of the floor falling off. Like, it's intense. The music's blaring in your ears. Cortana's talking to you. Like, you're getting hyped. You make it off, and you're like, yeah, that was an adrenaline rush. To where you don't have nothing at the end. It was just like, hey, you beat the game. Right? But that feeling I had for Halo 3 with like say with the I mean to this day I like when I work out I listen to was one final stand or one last effort when I'm working out because dude, Halo music is just phenomenal for me. And I'll go back to listen to the opening or the remix of Halo 2, the electric guitar version of the opening. Like I mean, because they had great music, and Halo 3 for me was the cream of the crop for that. I mean, the multiplayer was fine too. I enjoyed the multiplayer. For me, Halo 2 multiplayer was a little bit better in my opinion, but Halo 3 was great. But
I will say this: like Halo 3, I had a deep respect for. Yeah, I didn't have Xbox stuff at the time. That was my controller period where I had a bunch of
yeah,
controllers of different consoles and PSP. Like, but because if I was gonna do anything, but I will say when Halo 3 came out, there was always that concern that okay, is this gonna live up? Halo 2 was phenomenal on drop. So it's like I think I respected more the gaming community back then because no one was saying Halo
Halo.
3 is gonna outdo Halo 2. It's like Halo 2 was fantastic. Please don't ruin it on 3. And I think 3 did just fine.
I
I
mean,
think the campaign was
I think the
fantastic.
entire franchise sucks, but it's just me.
No, I mean that's fair. I mean it's
I-
not for you.
I remember like in high school struggling to get Halo 3 trailers to load on YouTube.
Dial up, baby.
Yeah, boy.
um so no, yeah.
Bro, does Halo 3 though not have the most high? I actually did a whole presentation / paper in college about Halo 3's Finish the Fight
Finish the
commercial
fight.
where it's that still frame and it's playing Chopin and it's just rainfall. It's like, bro, I was like, I'm just listening to it. It's so yeah, and then Master Chief's being held by a brute. And it's like when he looks up, shows the sticky. It's like,
Dude, honestly, Halo ads back then were top tier. Like especially, I think if I recall for Halo 3, it was either Halo 3 or Halo 2. I believe it's Halo 3, where they have like elders speaking as if they were veterans, talking about
I think
the
so.
war, and they're talking about then he showed up, and then you see Master
Yep.
Chief. And
I
I'm like,
remember
and I'm
that.
like, oh
But
yeah,
it
baby.
wasn't just elders. They did that whole diorama, and then certain people that they would showcase, they got actors who looked like that, like we were held down and it would fit the diorama. It was so dope. But then they made fun of it 10 years later on Smosh, but it's still where
No,
they got. Have you seen that where they got the voice actor of Master Chief?
yeah, no. I mean, and that's fine, but like. That actually now thinking about that makes
It's
me mad
fun.
again because that trailer alone was a better series than the actual series itself. So whoever wrote that
Man.
commercial should have wrote the script for the series because that series is garbage.
Yeah, we
But then,
can't all have Pedro Pascal like.
I mean, he's getting
Like,
passed around like crazy, bro. Might as well.
Yeah, he is.
bro,
Yeah.
like I know it's a little aside, but can we just say Last of Us, the show is doing
Oh
fantastic.
no, it's a great
And
show.
he is, yeah.
I always said it'd be a
Holy
great
crap.
show. I don't care for the game, but I always said the show would be like if it was a show, it'd be great.
So I'm gonna admit something to y'all right now towards the end of it. One of the reasons I could never play Last of Us is because I actually do have a fear of the fungi like that. You know that fungi that gets the bugs that at
Mhm.
one point we're gonna get hit with it. And so
Well,
when
that's
I
what it's
found out
based
that was
off
the main piece of the zombies, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not. No,
I mean, hell,
that ain't happened. But I've seen some of the show, and I'm just saying, like they did well.
yeah.
It's just good stuff.
I mean,
And so
I actually haven't been watching the show at all, period.
I've
Like,
only seen some clips, but from what I've seen, one, they've been doing really good by the game franchise, but two, they changed up something about the zombies, which I can talk about
uh,
later with you. And apparently,
well,
but
I
it's
mean
like
that. I
so
mean,
creepy, but it gets me.
yeah, no, I mean,
Sorry.
that could be a podcast episode where we're once the season's done, we could just go back to
Comparing
why.
Halo to Last of
I'll
Us.
have to
Yeah,
binge it.
Well, that's what I plan on doing, Brent. Like I'm waiting for it to
Yeah,
finish up, and
Yeah,
I just want to binge
no,
it.
it's great.
same
Yeah,
here.
my sister's been watching it. My sister's been watching it. She doesn't know about the game, and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, it just got to this part." I'm like, "Okay."
I mean, they changed some things up, fortunately, so that's good. But anyway,
there is one thing that she told me that they changed that I don't like at all. I don't like it. I don't.
Ooh,
and we'll touch on
What
that
is
next
it?
time.
We'll
yeah.
touch on it later. Okay.
We
We'll touch
gotta
on that
talk
later.
about it
We'll
now.
We'll put a pin on it.
We'll put a pin
Yeah.
in that. We'll put a pin in it. We gotta wrap it up here.
Exactly.
But,
I want to watch. I want to I'm
Yeah.
waiting to binge it. So
yeah, I mean, and Jacob beat the game too, so he could talk on it too.
yeah.
But all right, guys. So let's just to cap off real quick, Mr. Brandt. What was your game?
Persona 5 Royal. Yeah. it was
Persona
good,
5
yeah.
Royal. It's one of the highest rated RPGs out there, I believe. Jacob.
Definitely
Super
deserves it.
Metroid, a game that I feel anyone who is interested in the Metroid game should try out. I feel like it. I played most of them, and I say this one still rings top.
I want to say one thing in regards to that. So Metroid 1 got remake and Zero Mission, right? Then you have Fusion, and then Super Metroid. But I feel like Super Metroid should get a remake too if Metroid 2 Samus Return got a remake, and then Metroid Prime itself got a
I
remake.
disagree with that. No,
I would love Super Metroid to get
No,
a little facelift.
keep it. No,
Nah,
don't
it needs a
touch that
facelift.
game.
Don't listen to him.
No.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He only played the game once. Juicy?
I live that game.
PSP.
It doesn't matter what your game was.
Just PSP. PSP.
like I'm not gonna lie, like I've been sitting here the whole time, like, man, it ain't just that. Like, honestly, some of my best memories are the PSPs. I'm just like,
It's true, bro.
Metal
Like
Gear
I'm
Online, you know, like
But
watching Final Fantasy VII Advent Children from a small screen,
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is quality. Like,
I mean, small like sidetrack here. Like I would say PSP is like outdoes the 3DS personally.
it did. I don't care
Yeah.
what anyone says. There's a whole thing I'd like to revisit about why Sony is literally the reason we have the nice things we love from Switch and Microsoft. But
yeah, that could be
we'll
another
get to
topic.
that. It is another topic for another time, ladies and gents. And what were you? You were Barbie's Mansion?
That's a
Ice?
great
What
game.
would you
Don't you hate on Barbie's Mansion?
I'm not actually. Yeah, no, like I can
It's
respect it.
it's a
Like,
really well developed game, and it runs at 60 FPS. So now I don't know if that's true, but imagine that'd be kind of crazy how that could run at
It
60.
sounded good. It sounded good.
Yeah,
We'll
I
just-
mean,
we'll go with it.
it's just if it does, that's kind of sad. That tells us Symphony only runs
it's,
at
it's the
30.
rumor we're starting. So
like
jump on it.
honestly, I thought Isaac's guess, like when he told me 6th, 7th grade, is like, okay, this one's out because I thought it was gonna be Toy Story in 64.
Hey, don't you laugh at Toy Story 2 on the
Yeah.
64?
It was
Don't
a
you laugh
pain in
at
the
that.
A, but it was.
I will fight you. I will travel where you are.
But I'm not laughing at it.
I don't know what that thing is right there, but I will stuff you in it.
Fun.
That
That
thing to
sounds
the right.
less. Like
I don't know what that. What is that?
What?
To your right. What is that with the squiggly
This
stuff?
thing on my couch?
Wait, that's your
Like-
couch?
So
Yeah.
the footrest is up on the couch to prevent my dogs from jumping on the couch.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was like a furnace. I don't know why I was thinking that.
It's a couch furnace.
The couch for
But anyways, Juicy was Monster Hunter. What was it?
Freedom Unite, baby.
Freedom Unite. And he recommends you playing it legally, as we recommend to play all these games legally. But anyways,
Isaac's pick was garbage, so let's just.
I mean, there's right
Next-
and then
next-
It was
Look.
the worst out of the bunch.
look, there's right
It
and
was
then
the
there's
worst out of the
wrong.
bunch.
There's right and there's wrong, and every now and again people are wrong. So it's okay. I let it slide. Even
I've
Jesus,
learned that.
even Jesus was prosecuted. So,
This
Brent,
is a fun topic, though. I'm glad we did it. Like it's tough. We're gonna try and keep this going, right? On different genres.
yeah. So this will be a little series we're actually gonna start doing. So it's gonna be we did it for gaming. We're gonna do it for animes.
Is that the next one?
I want to say that's the next one, either that or movies. Because I have an idea. Cause I got a movie I would love to re-experience for the first time again, and I kind of know what
What
Jacob's
about
would
an
be.
anime movie?
I feel like
I
those
don't
should
even
go
know
hand in
what
hand.
movie.
As
Oh, I know what
movies in
movie I
general.
should be. Well, I mean,
I don't
okay, so
think so. I'm sorry. There are
You don't think
movies
so?
in the West that I want to watch, but there are definitely some anime movies from the East. I'm like, nah. If I could,
I We'll do that
So
then.
okay. So are anime movies different from the anime? Then is that what we're
Yes,
going with?
we'll go with that. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then and then we'll see where that spins
Tell
off
me if
to.
that's a topic, because I'm gonna have to go watch a lot of My Hero Academia movies then, just to make sure.
No.
Just cement my.
I mean,
No.
I already know what Jacobs is.
Yeah, I mean, me asking the anime question already kind of gives it away.
Yeah,
Heroes Rising was a great movie.
Which
I never
one?
watched it.
My Hero Academia, Heroes Rising. That
Which
is
one's that one? Which one's that one?
it's the second one.
Well, is that the one when they go like out of town and
They're on the island. Yeah.
you're on the island and somehow, some way,
Cunningham Bosch comes and destroys everything.
like everybody got a job at this island to be there?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
did not
mean,
like
I
that.
mean, if it can, if it can happen in a Jersey Shore where everyone works at a T-shirt shop, it's possible anywhere, Jacob. So anyway,
I just loved it because Almight's all like, I got this invitation and I can
No,
only take
that's-
one person.
That's two heroes. I'm talking about Heroes Rising.
Okay, so I watched a different one then. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
watch
watch
it.
any of them. But Mr.
No,
Brand,
you're talking about the one where he goes to America, right?
He doesn't go to America in any of them.
Yeah, the
Bro,
one I'm talking about, I think he is.
Juice,
in
that's
America.
Digimon. Come on, get real here.
That's right. No, no. Trust me, that was a very ignorant statement, everybody. I haven't watched the movies. I just remember the end of one of the seasons where Deku's getting ready to go somewhere,
Yeah.
turned into a movie because
All right.
he was definitely back
But
next season.
let's
so.
go on, wrap it up now. All right,
Yeah.
Brant, where can they find you?
You can find me.
It does. I'm just sorry. I couldn't do it.
You
Go
can
ahead.
find me at Work in Progress Slow. That's Work in Progress SLO. I do a bunch of weekly anime videos. If we can all get our schedules aligned,
Hey, move
Casey. So we do a lot of. I'm trying to get. I need to get my Forspoken review out. But yeah, Work in Progress Slow.
Yeah.
but they're really fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh,
Now, GCJ, where can they find us?
Red, where can they find us?
The dog
They
actually
can
looked at
find
the
us.
camera.
You let's chat.
He
on
did look at the
most-
camera.
They look at the camera. Go ahead.
He did because he's a good boy. At most social media platforms, you can find us do Let's Chat.com, pretty much everything but Facebook at this point. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, where you'll find our live streams of gaming. Sometimes some podcasts every once in a while. And speaking of podcasts, you should definitely find us to do Let's Chat on your favorite podcasting platforms, where we try to get a good podcast out. Things that you may see whenever we're doing our live streams from the past, and things you don't catch because we don't live stream it. It's the only place you can hear our voices but not see our beautiful faces. So on your favorite podcasting platforms at Dude Let's Chat.
Alrighty. So until next time, catch you guys later. Bye.